I don't know about you, but to me, school gave me the wrong idea about learning. It just felt like it was always about like proving what I already knew. It wasn't actually about taking new information, developing new skills. It was about getting the grade. That's why, like, ironically, I didn't feel like I had a true, authentic learning experience until after college. And I didn't go to graduate school. It was just through tutoring where I really learned how to learn. That's the basis of my manuscript, the Tutor Bible, which will be coming out by April 15th on Amazon. But it's also the basis of like, why I am the learner I am today, because I don't think I really learned beforehand. The ironic thing, beyond just the fact that I was beginning to learn after college, was that the person who taught me how to learn was a 7-year-old. I was working in Silicon Valley for an education firm down there, and I had just graduated from Vanderbilt thinking, I was a pretty smart guy, but it wasn't until that I worked with that 7-year-old who I guess we could term was a genius that I actually learned what authentic learning actually is. Now, when his dad, who also was a self-proclaimed genius, explained to me that his son was a genius and that his daughter was also, but I didn't get a chance to work with her, I was skeptical. Me being the smart guy, I realized that a lot of parents might have fantastical notions of what their kids are capable of. But I quickly realized that he wasn't blowing smoke up my butt. He was pretty honest. When I watched Chin, his son, read, he was reading at probably 5 to 6 pages a minute, flipping through them at a kind of Good Will Hunting level, if you've seen that movie. And not just that, whenever I asked him what he just read, he had perfect comprehension. In the process, we also did some debates, about New York Times articles, and somehow this kid would constantly come up with, not just a sound argument, but one that was grounded in cultural sensibilities of the United States. But this kid was from China. English was his second language, and he was reading at 6th grade levels above, where you'd expect for a 7-year-old. Through that process, there was an opportunity where I could actually teach him something, which was few and far between. And it was just a vocab word that when in the process of arguing, we were talking about the word flank. And what I realized through the process is I had never really looked up the word flank. I'd heard it on Braveheart. I heard about a flank attack. I knew about flank steak, but I never looked up what flank actually meant. I just assumed it meant the rear, flank steak was from the rear of the cow. A flank attack was attack from behind. It's not. It's the side. And I know that seems like a stupid distinction, but the fact is that Chin's dad overheard me explain it incorrectly. And in that small learning moment that was, where I gave him the wrong information, he realized that I wasn't really what I was billed to be as this kind of one of the best writing and reading tutors in California at the time. I know that seems small, but in reality, he was right. I hadn't looked up hardly any word. I'd always used context clues and been focused on proving my own intelligence than really actually learning it. Chin, on the other hand, his son, every single word that he wasn't sure of on the Kindle, he would look up. It would become part of his map of the world that he could build even a more nuanced understanding of the world around him and his place within it. I realized that was the basis of genius. Double-clicking every time you don't know something. Whether it's on a Kindle or it's somebody who says something that's a criticism towards you that you want to be defensive about. Instead saying, no, let me learn more about that situation. Let me learn more about your commentary. Very few people choose to double-click. And that's why I wrote the Tutor Bible, because I think it's a chance to remember what learning is and to learn again. Because in my opinion, most people are terrible at learning. They're just good at proving what they already know and fighting like hell to make that the case. But that's not actually our best parts of being human. And I think a one-on-one relationship has the potential to bring that back. I'm excited again to share this in my book with you, the Tutor Bible, which will be coming out April 15th on Amazon. Thanks so much.